Hello, friend. Welcome. I hope you're all having a glorious morning, a glorious day. I want to welcome you all into this safe space where everyone is welcome into this safe space. Let's all take some time to become one with each other. It doesn't matter if you're black, if you're white, if you're Asian. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman or a trans or a non-trans. It doesn't matter if you transitioned or if you detransitioned. But right now, this moment, this time is for all of us to come into this one area of our minds where we're finding peace with each other. Let our inner human connections connect. Let our innermost human souls connect to our brothers and sisters that are around us. In this time, in this moment, let the music that you are hearing be enraptured in your soul and give you a warm hug to allow you to say to yourself, I am somebody. Everybody breathe. Come on. You can do it. We're not going to start until everybody releases all the stress. Come on. Everybody, come on, do it with me. You know you want to breathe. Doesn't that feel great, everyone? Don't you all just feel a little bit better right now about yourself, about your situation, about the clarity and the equilibrium of your mind? Y'all. Y'all, I had to. I'm sorry, y'all. Look, I had. Look, I had to do something to get y'all attention. Oh man, I had to, y'all. I'm sorry. Woo! All right, y'all. Look, welcome to the. Oh, I don't have my light on the back. Oh, sir, I'm sorry. You want to find the matching color? I'll find a matching color to go with it too. Woo, y'all thinking like this dude is nuts. All right, y'all. No, seriously though. I had to do that, y'all. Welcome to the channel, folks. I'm Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, and you're watching my channel, Modern Renaissance Man. Do me a favor, if you are someone that's been watching this channel for some time, double check to make sure that you are still subscribed to the channel, because YouTube is unsubscribing people from the channel. And also, if you do subscribe to the channel, make sure that you hit the bell notification that's right there. And when you hit that bell notification, it will say all notifications. When you click it, make sure it says all notifications. That way you'll be notified should I go live. Also, you will see this little ticker going on right here that shows a Cash App. Reason why I say that is because a lot of you guys do your generous hearts, and because of this time, y'all know that I take the money and I go and buy a bunch of toys for these kids in the hood and different things like that who won't have Christmases. I'd rather have you guys send that money to the Cash App right there versus sending it through Super Chat through YouTube, because when I get the money from YouTube, it only comes once a month. It comes on the 21st. So that means any money that you guys donate through Super Chat on YouTube, I will not see that until January the 21st. So I'd rather have you send it right here to this Cash App. If you do, great. If you don't, great. All right. So we got that all out the way, and I'm going to just leave that down there playing right there. And with that being said, I appreciate you guys all being in here. So let's get ready to get into this. You guys all saw the title that I have up here, right? You see this title. Now, I already know that a lot of people are instantly going to think to themselves where they thought they knew I was going to go with this, right? You see, it says breaking news: the LGBTQ community need your help, but not in the way that you guys think that they need your help. All right. So we're going to read a story, then we're going to go through some other things, and we're going to go and you'll see where I'm coming from with this. Okay. So now, here is the deal, ladies and gentlemen. A retired Navy SEAL who became famous 10 years ago after coming out as transgender announced that he is detransitioning and called on Americans to wake up about how transgender health services are hurting children. Says everything you see on CNN with my face, do not believe a word of it. Chris Beck said, formerly known as Kristen Beck, told conservative influencer Robbie Starbuck in an interview published earlier this month. He said, everything that happened to me for the last 10 years destroyed my life. I destroyed my life. I'm not a victim. I did this to myself, but I had help. He said, I take full responsibility. I went on CNN and everything else, and that's why I'm here right now. I'm trying to correct that. It's amazing that he's saying I'm trying to correct that, but what he had done to himself, he thought that he was correcting something, okay? Beck gained notoriety in 2013 when he spoke with CNN Anderson Cooper about transitioning to a woman, okay? He said, I was used. I was very naive. I was in a really bad way, and I gotten taken advantage of. I got propagandized. Hold on. Whoa. Sorry there. I did not want y'all to see me make that ugly sneeze face right there. Okay. So that's why I did that. So anyway, let's get back to it. And thank y'all for the blessings. Said I was used. I was very naive. I was in a very bad way, and I got taken advantage of. I got propagandized. I got used badly by a lot of people who had knowledge way beyond me. They knew what they were doing. I didn't. He said in this interview. Beck served in the U.S. Navy for 20 years, including on a SEAL team of 6. He was deployed 13 times and received more than 50 medals and ribbons for his service. Beck said that he's speaking out about transgenderism to protect children in the current political climate, where there are gender clinics all over America. There are thousands of gender clinics being put up all over America, he said. As soon as kids go in and say, I'm a tomboy, or this makes me feel comfortable, then a psychologist says, oh, you're transgender. And then the next day, he said, you're on hormones. He said these same hormones is what they use in the medical castration for pedophiles. Now they are giving this to a healthy 13-year-old boy or girl. He said, does it seem right? This is why I'm trying to tell America to wake up. Beck said that when he began transitioning, it took just an hour-long meeting at a Veterans Affairs to be offered hormones. Ladies and gentlemen, check this out. Because some of y'all think that I'm getting ready to just go in and start flaming homosexuals or transgenders, anybody of that sort. I'm not. If you go back to any of my videos, I never do. Now, what I will do, I will mock you in a sense and show you what you look like when you guys are being hateful and when you guys are being intolerant yourselves. I will mock y'all in that sense. It's like, you know, if a baby sits there and then you do it back at the baby, y'all get it? If a baby sits there and goes, and then I look at the baby and I go, sometimes, a lot of times the babies just stop and they look at you and they'll, because you're showing them what they look like. You're showing them what they act like. So that's what I'm saying. But as far as pushing out any type of hate towards that community, there's nothing in me like that whatsoever. Okay. Let me continue on. Beck said that when he began transitioning, it took just an hour-long meeting at the Veterans Affairs to be offered hormones. Ladies and gentlemen, for one, you got to see the danger in that. You have to see the danger in it. I don't care who you are. If it only takes for you to have an hour-long meeting with your medical professional, and then all of a sudden they get ready to offer you these hormones, something's wrong. There was no counseling. There was no really talking to a psychologist over the course of weeks just to make sure that your mind is there, that your mind is right, to make sure that this is not just a phase, to make sure that it's not just the you acting out, et cetera, et cetera. Now, if you are an adult and you go through all the processes of them making sure that you're going to do this, making sure that you know what you're doing, making sure you know the ramifications of the decisions that you're getting ready to make, and you still decide to do it and you face the consequences, I get it. Most of these people that are going here are not getting that. I have people that write me every single day that have been men and women that are detransitioning. Okay. Every day I get this. And I'm telling you guys, only because I care about you as a human being. You need to really I would say take at least a year before you make any kind of decisions to physically alter your body when it comes to that. Now, some of you guys will say, well, women alter their body with their boobs and their breasts. They can always go back. They can get the boobs taken out. They can get the fat out of their butts taken out. They can get whatever. And also, people do put silicone parts in their butt as well. I'm just letting y'all know that they can flip it and everything. They can get those taken out. They're still going to remain who they are. If you go and you get your penis cut off and your testicles cut off, that's it. There ain't no coming back from that. You are not going to get that back. They completely mutilate your genitals in a way to where you will not be able to have no reconstructive surgery to save you. Women, y'all get stuff done down there to where they completely give you a full hysterectomy. They take out your fallopian tubes and your ovaries. They take out your uterus and they take out your vagina, and you will not be able to recover from that. Okay. You can't go back. This is what they don't talk to you guys about. Now, let me continue on. I'm going to show you guys some things. It says, I walked into a psychologist's office and one day I have a letter in my hand saying I was transgender. I was authorized for hormones. I was authorized all this other stuff, Beck said. I had so much going wrong in my system when I started taking those, he added. Some of that was paid for by the VA, and I'm sorry to the American people that I did that, Beck said, as he off of hormones Beck said he has since been off of hormones for about 7 years now. Now, this is what I want to tell you guys. I work with a lot of residents that are part of that community when it comes to veterans. I'm talking about the veteran community. It amazes me, that he was able to get this treatment that they felt that he needed in one setting. But I have veterans right now that's still waiting on a dang on prosthetic leg. Dang on 1.5 years waiting on a prosthetic leg. One person been waiting 6 months for their darn wheelchair right now. Some have been waiting like almost 4 weeks right now just to get the pain medication they need because their backs is messed up or they getting phantom pain from a lost limb. And you can go in there and tell them that you trans, you're going to get the hormones and stuff and all that stuff treated. You're going to get it all in one day. Crazy, huh? It's real crazy. All right, so now let me finish reading this because y'all, I'm going somewhere with this. He said, this is a $1 billion industry between psychologists, between surgeries, between hormones, between chemicals, between follow-up treatments. He continued. There are thousands of gender clinics popping up all over the country, and each of those gender clinics is going to be pulling in probably $50 million. This is what this guy is saying. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you are not going to hear about this man or any other person that has transition. And now for one, there is no detransition. Okay. Once if you've been chemically pretty much castrated and you've been physically castrated, man or woman, there is no detransitioning. You can't. There is no going back. Okay. Look, if you cut off your arm and your arm is gone, there is no getting your arm back. You will not get it back. Okay. Now, when you read my title, when you read the title to what I have here, and I said the LGBTQ community need your help. What I'm telling you that they need your help on is not the fact that these people think and feel that they are a man or a woman. It's not the fact that these people feel that they are attracted to both sexes. That's not what we're talking about right here. What we're talking about is the number one thing that plagues those individuals. Y'all know what that is? People that are part of this, people that are gay, trans, queer, the whole nine. The number one thing that plagues them is not the fact that they're catching hate from other groups. It's not the fact that, people need to be tolerant of the LGBTQ community. It's not that. You want to know what it is? It's them deleting themselves. You see what I'm saying? I say this all the time, and I take time to really think and rationalize things out. A lot of times we want to go at the LGBTQ plus community because of their lifestyle, because of what they do, and also because of the fact they're trying to make you accept it. But then the question always comes down to it. I tell people all the time, don't force me to try to do anything that I don't want to do. I don't care who it's coming from. Don't force me to try to eat something I don't want to eat. Don't force me to try to drink something I don't want to drink. Don't force me to try to accept your lifestyle. I don't care if you, look, I was on the panel the other day where they believe that men should have more than one woman. You're not going to force it. Now, we just think if a community came out right now protesting and making you accept that they want to have multiple wives, and wives want to have multiple husbands, and they rub it in your face and try to make you accept it, I'm going to respond the same way I do to the people of the alphabet community that try to force that on me. You don't do that. But the reason why I'm telling you guys all of this information for, and I'm going to repeat this, their issue that they present to all of us of what they're going through, nobody ever wants to get down to the nitty gritty of the nucleus of all those things I call symptoms. The number one thing that they need our help with is them not deleting themselves. What are you talking about, Ty? I'm not going to say the word. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If any of you guys know what word I'm talking about and you put it up here, I'm going to highlight the word and I'm going to put it up here, because if I say it over the airways, then you know what YouTube is going to do? YouTube is going to put this big disclaimer over my video. They're going to say, oh, this video is not suitable for most audiences, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So if there's anybody out there right now that's listening to me, if you put the word up on this channel right now, I will highlight that word. Thank you, sweet mama. Thank you. There it is. I'm going to leave that right there. I'm not going to say the word, though. So their biggest problem that they need our help with and our support is to keep them from deleting themselves, because it is the highest among them. Ladies and gentlemen, before there's a problem that we need to look at, before we look at them and their lifestyle, before we look at them and them dressing up like drag queens, before we look at them as, oh, this man thinks he's a woman and this woman thinks he's a man, we need to first do something called life preservation. Life preservation. We need to be focusing on preserving their lives, and then we will address those other things that they feel that they're struggling with. But the number one thing we need to be focusing on is keeping them from self-deletion. And let me share this screen with y'all real quick. Look at this. Data indicates that 82% of transgender individuals have considered deleting themselves. Say that again for the people in the back. 82% of transgender individuals have considered deleting themselves. I don't know about y'all. That's a lot of people. I know they only make up 2% of the population, whatever you want to call it, but 82% of them contemplates deleting themselves. And we don't think that's a problem. Now, to some of you out there that might think you know me well enough to where you think I'm gonna say, oh, let them kill themselves. Dude, I would never want anybody to end their lives. There is something going on in the heart of a person. There is something going on in the mind of a person to where it drives them to want to delete themselves. Okay? Listen to me when I tell you guys this. And I say it all the time, and it goes to many different avenues of life. It flows to many different variables of life. Nature is not going to lie. Feelings can lie. Yes, your feelings will lie. Your feelings can lie to you so much that if I hurt your feelings, you feel like that you are right and I am wrong because I hurt your feelings. My sons will tell you, as they were growing up, I hurt my sons' feelings all the time. When I corrected them, when I disciplined them, when I got them in line, when I really came down hard on them, it hurt their feelings. Their feelings would have said, my daddy is wrong, my daddy is mean, all because their feelings were hurt. But as they got older and they realized, oh, I understand why dad did that. Although my feelings were hurt, dad was right. All I'm telling you We have to make sure that we're always in this mindset that these particular individuals struggle with something that's far beyond them saying that they are a woman, or them saying that they are a man, or them saying that they are binary, or them saying that they're non-binary, or them saying that there are multiple gender. They're cis, bis, kiss, I, zi, si, shu, poo, coo, to, do. There, we already know that if they say things like that, okay, you all those things that I don't care. My question to you, Mr. or Mrs. pronouns. My question to you, Mr. Gender and Mrs. Gender, I don't care what you call yourself. My question to you, are you all right? Oh, yeah, y'all didn't know I was going to go there, did you? This is what I do to the people that actually call me, to the people that email me. This is what I do with them when I sit down. The number one thing I want to know first and foremost, are you okay? And I'm telling you right now, let's just say, because it's been far more than this number I'm getting ready to give you guys, but out of the 100 people that I've talked to, every last one of them, if they was open enough to get on these panels one day and tell you, they will all tell you, Ty constantly asks me, am I okay mentally? He asked me, am I okay? And I never told them, and I never addressed them in a way saying, are you okay? Because, you think you're a man and you're not, even though you're a girl. I never say, biologically you are a man and you think that you're a woman. And are you okay? I'm not asking them about that. They'll tell you. I instantly go to the nucleus of the problem. Are you okay as an individual? Are you trying to self-delete yourself? Are you thinking about self-deleting yourself? That's what I want to get down to. And then the other stuff, we'll address all the other stuff. We'll address all the other things later. Out of those 100 people that I asked that question to, 95 of them flat out was telling me, yes, they wanted to delete themselves. See, they were coming and emailing me, or they were coming and talking to me, or instant messaging me, thinking that they were getting ready to talk to me and we were going to have this conversation about them being trans. No, the conversation was about me getting down to the nitty gritty of, I want you to stay alive. That's what it came down to. And all of a sudden, pooh, you open up a whole world of different things there. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we have to all come down to the conclusion. If we have a percentage of people at 80% that have said that, yeah, they're thinking about self-deletion, that needs to be addressed before we talk about their lifestyle, whatever you want to call it. Now, here's the deal, though. It says data indicates that 82% of transgender individuals have considered killing themselves, while 40% have attempted to. Y'all, did you hear that? See, this is what I'm trying to get people to understand. 40% attempted to. I don't know about y'all, but 40% is a huge number. That is okay. Let's see something. I'm gonna do something here real quick. Let's see how many people is in America. I'm typing this in right now. Okay. 331. Okay, let's just say 332 million people are in America. Now I'm about to put in, what is 2%? I'll just say 1%. Let's just go for the number. What is 1% of 332 million? Okay. 1% of 332 million is 3,320,000 people. So you're telling me that half those people, 150 some plus thousand people, have actually tried to delete themselves. Almost half of the trans community people try to delete themselves. 80% of the trans community contemplated suicide. Y'all, that's crazy. That is crazy. Now, this is what I want to get at too. It says here, the present study examines the influence of risk factors, including internalized self-stigma, an adverse childhood trauma or experience. And then it said, with that, support into pushing one to believe that oneself is something that they are not biologically. Those are the reasons And then somebody says some of the smaller risk factors on why some have contemplated this is microaggressions. That's on a smaller scale though. Findings offer guidance for practitioners working with parents and caregivers of trans, as well as creations of practices which foster interpersonal belongings for transgender and transgender youth. This man just got done saying this in regards to the youth. So now y'all get what I'm saying here. That's why I said in this title right here that it's not the way that you guys think. Everybody, whether you are trans, whether you are straight, whether you are married, unmarried, single, short, tall, big, skinny, fat, if you have an issue within yourself to where it is causing you to want to delete yourself, we need to get down to those reasons. And here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. The reasons that these people are wanting to self-delete, most of them are not saying, oh, because of the world, or because nobody wants to accept us. We already know. You guys can go around and do what you want to. You guys have more support than anybody on the face of the nation right now. You guys are doing whatever you want right now. Listen to this. Listen to this. Trans people that are out there right now, you see this video, and the ones that email me, you know there's no hate. And I'm telling you guys over the internet right now, I'm telling you guys exactly what I've told them face to face. You guys have everything in the world going for y'all right now. Y'all got a month. You guys have a month, okay? You guys are all over commercials. Yes, trans people, y'all all over commercials. You guys pretty much got the White House backing y'all 100%. Even if y'all do things that are wrong like Brittany Griner, you still got the White House coming there to save you guys. You guys have your own clubs. You guys have your own group. Y'all are actually known as a community now, where straight people ain't known as a community. You don't hear nothing about a straight community. You don't hear nothing about a straight community. You guys have all the resources in the world. You guys' rhetoric, you guys' narrative, your ideology has been pushed in schools. You guys' ideology, your guys' narrative has been pushed in Disney movies. You guys are all through Netflix. Y'all got your own category on that. You guys got all these things going for y'all. There is nothing more that y'all can need for. So what is the reason why you guys are still self-deleting? All the things you can want in the whole wide world. Y'all got it. Y'all got the understanding. Y'all got the acceptance. Y'all got the TVs. Y'all got the movies. Y'all got men on here. Y'all got the drag queens reading it. Y'all got all this stuff going on. And yet at the same time, you guys are still self-deleting. So then the question needs to come down to it. Why isn't that being addressed? Why is it that the individuals, your medical professional, your psychologist, whoever it may be, why aren't they addressing those issues within you? And let me tell you something right now, trans community, them putting you on anti-anxiety and antidepressant medication, that's not addressing your issue. You go in and you tell your doctor, you go in and you tell your psychologist, I've been contemplating suicide. I want to delete myself. They don't talk to you about why you want to delete yourself. What they're going to do is say, we're going to talk about this a little bit more. But in the meantime, I want you to take this medication right here. I want you to take this medication right here. It's an antidepressant because you're depressed. They don't take time to think about, no. Maybe you're not depressed. You're concerned. Guys, there is a huge difference between being concerned and being depressed. There's a huge difference between being worried and being depressed. But nobody wants to talk to y'all about that. They're not talking to you guys about that. I'm telling you. Now, I know y'all thinking like, this guy knows something about everything because I really care. I really take time to get to know human beings. I've been in the medical field for a long time. I've done EKGs, I've done therapy, man, dude, I've done orthopedic stuff, I've done geriatrics, I've done neuro, I've done strokes, I've done prosthetics, I've done a lot of stuff in my scope of work over the course of years from 2005 all the way up to currently now. I have a lot of experience in things. I've counseled people through ministry, married couples, gay people, trans people. The new thing I'm doing right now is modern women and modern men. That's a whole new avenue for me. I'm not going to get into that. My point in telling you that is that the experiences over time that I've accumulated, I'm telling you what these people are doing. They do not have your interest at best. They don't have your interest at best. You are money. The trans community, you guys, all these things that they're doing this for is because it's money. Money. Because the minute you need the help that you really need, they are not there for you. The minute you want to come out and tell the rest of the world, hey, I'm somebody that transitioned, it was not the right move for me, and here's the reason why. YouTube does not want you to talk about that. Instagram does not want you to talk about that. Facebook doesn't want you to talk about that. They don't want you guys getting on here and telling these people, hey, you might want to put the brakes on transition. Why? Because if you do that, you are messing with their money. They don't care about you. See, they praised you. They encourage you. That's right. Pride Month. Yeah, if a little 4-year-old boy thinks that he's a girl, go and get the boy one chemically castrated. Go get the little boy out there and get his penis chopped off. Go and do all the thing because, yes, applaud him. Strut. Slay, baby, slay. That child grows up, become an adult, and realize what has happened to him, wants to go out there and push the word, hey, guys, I know you might be thinking this, but I just want you to take the time to make sure, and all of a sudden, they're shutting these people up. And now they can't figure out, well, I don't understand. They pushed me to do it. Everybody supported me to do it. They supported me. Now you don't have their support because you're messing with their money right now. I say it all the time, folks. You're just a number. Nobody cares about you into that sense. They don't care about you to that extent. They'll celebrate you and push you into doing the thing that they know is going to destroy you, but they do not care because you're just a cha-ching to them. So when you are someone that is trans, gay, blah, 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 and you are dealing with, I mean, come on now. Don't sit here and say, oh, it's not me. It's not me. It may not be you. But that 82% states otherwise. That 40% have attempted to kill themselves, that states otherwise. That's telling me that whatever their current treatments for trans people is failing miserably. Whatever they're doing to treat trans people, it is failing miserably. And to all the ones that are out there listening to me right now, the trans community that are on antidepressants, have y'all taken time out to read y'all side effects? Have y'all taken time out to read your side effects of what these antidepressants do? Because if you read the side effects, it seemed like it's making you a worse individual. It made you feel good. But are you good? See what I'm saying? These are the things I want y'all to think about. You may feel good, but are you good? Because if the medication that you're taking was to fix your issue, you should only have to take that medication once. But it's not. You want to know why? Because you are a spiritual individual with a mind. You are way more than what you are perceived to be. And one thing about that intelligent mind of yours, see, the brain is the brain. The brain is an organ, but your brain is not your mind. Y'all follow me? I know this might be a little deep for some folks. Your brain is not your mind, no more than your heart is not your mind, no more than your leg is not your mind, your toe is not your mind. Your brain is part of your central nervous system. Yes, I know they say thoughts come from the brain, blah, 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 blah. Your brain is not your mind. It's not. You, as a spiritual being, I'm not talking, you say what you want to. You can, if you're atheist, I get it. I'm not talking to you. But inside this thing right here, when I'm talking about the mind of who you are, your mind, that is where the issue lies at. And because that is something that's intangible, nothing physical is going to correct that or fix that. Because if it did, you wouldn't have to remain taking antidepressants. Tell me I'm not right. Well, no, Ty. Well, I know because I've talked to people, I counsel people. No, Ty, antidepressants do help me. Reason why I can tell you, Ty, because I feel, there we go again. You feel good, but that doesn't mean that you are good. Because what goes on up in here needs to be corrected up in here. Plain and simple. Did you need any medication to make you depressed? You'll say no. So what makes you think the medication is going to end up getting you out of the depression? When all tied, there's some people that took like lithium and da 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 da, and you'll still hear these people say, "I am better, but I still struggle." See what I'm saying? You are wonderfully made and designed. You were made to deal with the issues of life. But these medications that they are giving you is keeping you from actually confronting the issues that are torturing you in your mind. You're not going to be able to run from them. You will continuously be tortured by those things in your mind. Therefore, that's the reason why it seems like the only way to get rid of those things torturing you in your mind is self-deletion, because you will feel I will be non-existent anymore. I will be non-thinking anymore. Therefore, those things that are plaguing my mind won't be able to torture me anymore. And guess what? Your medical professionals that are giving you this medication are like, yep, we agree with you. That's why we're giving you antidepressants that actually increases your suicide rate. Oh, I'm okay. Okay. Y'all think I'm lying? Y'all, okay. Y'all think, okay, I'm gonna share the screen with y'all. Uh-oh, look, they trying to suppress this crazily. This is crazy. They're trying to suppress it. Wow. Okay, so anyway, you will find out that a lot of the y'all, matter of fact, you guys are smart. Go on your YouTube right now, right now, YouTube, but go on uh Google and type in antidepressant warnings. You're going to find on those that it said it increases your self-deletion rate. You want to know why? You're not being trained to address your issues, ladies and gentlemen. Just because you are trans, just because you are gay, just because you are bisexual, just because you are non-binary, just because you got multiple pronouns, you still deal with the basic fundamental issues that all human beings deal with. You are not special. I love to break it to you. I'm not gonna say I hate. I love to break it to you. You are not special, because there are other people out there that's dealing with the same exact depression, torturous issues in their mind that you people of that community are dealing with. It's called being a human. And to be quite frank with you guys, you should embrace dealing with these things. Is it fun? No. No, it's not fun. But what you're not being trained to do is deal with those issues that are torturing you into the very being of who you are. You're not trained how to deal with those issues. Instead, you're being told to try to avoid addressing them. You're being told to run from them. You're being told to suppress them with this medication that can give you to make you feel good. But the issue is still going to be there. I have people emailing me and I've been on these antidepressants for 6 years, 6 years, and you still depressed. Yeah. So you never dealt with the issue. Now sometimes they forget. Well, I don't even remember what the issue even was anymore. I just know that I'm depressed. Ladies and gentlemen, for the last time, it is a mental, spiritual, unseen, intangible thing that goes on in the mind of you. Okay? It is something that cannot be touched. It can't be touched. Your thoughts cannot be touched. The way you think of yourself in a way, it cannot be touched. Taking medication for something that is completely invisible and cannot be touched is not going to help you. If you have a injured arm and it hurts, that is a physical pain. When you take physical pain medication, the physical pain medication helps you with your physical pain. There is no pill for a mental, untouchable ideas and thoughts that constantly torture your mind. There is nothing. That's why people who are depressed, they sleep a lot, because when they are asleep, they are unconscious. When they're unconscious, they're out of thought. When they're out of thought, they don't have to deal with the thoughts and the things that is absolutely 100% torturing them. And that's why you have people that contemplate self-deletion. There are people out there that have gone through depression that will sit there and say, I wish I could take some propofol like Michael Jackson did. I wish I could take the sweet medication to where I can just only wake up to eat and poop and whatever, and I want to go right back to sleep so I don't have to deal with my depression. Addressing the things that make you depressed is what you need to focus on. You have to be willing to sit there and cry, scream, yell, snot, bite a pillow, punch a pillow, tear up a room, go to a stress relieving room where you take a bat and start beating glass and beating TVs and beating objects. You have to be willing to face those things that are torturing you in your mind. You have to be willing to talk about those things and get those things out. If you harness those things in, it is going to destroy you. And that is the plan all along. I'm trying to tell you, LGBTQ plus community, before you make any physical moves, they already know that you're struggling with the suicide. They already know the soup inside. Yeah, they already know that you're struggling with the soup inside of you. They know that you're struggling already with the self-deletion. Now, to push you to go and do something to yourself physically that cannot be reversed, that actually quadruples your chances of even more self-deletion, because now you got to struggle with the fact that you made a mistake and it can't be reversed. That knowing that you cannot reverse that is torturous. And the only way out from being tortured, you feel, is self-deletion. So, ladies and gentlemen, I know that y'all thought that this is going to go a completely different way. I know y'all thought that. But I made this video for the ones that email me that deals with this stuff, and a lot of them are doing well because they're being taught to face the issues. We're bringing in multiple family members that they talked about that may have done something to them. I'm not talking about physically, but done something to them to where it affected them mentally. We brought people in to actually, let's get down to the nitty-gritty of what it is that's torturing you. Name off what it is that is torturing you in your mind. Write it down on a piece of paper, and then we are going to address those things. We're not going to go to no psychologist and get medication, because medication is not going to help you deal with abuse. Medication is not going to help you deal with being molested. Medication is not going to help you deal with seeing your mom getting beat. Medication is not going to help you deal with seeing someone get murdered. Medication is not going to help you deal with nature inside of you telling you you are not this thing that you feel that you are. You are dealing with a mental, untangible, untouchable thing, and it needs to be dealt with in an untouchable mental way. That's how you're going to conquer it. That's how you're going to defeat it. It's not going to be comfortable. It's not going to be fun. It's going to make you feel sick to where you can physically throw up when you have to confront these things. But you must confront them in order for you to be free of those torturous things. You have to learn how to mentally battle and fight back at those bad, continuous, torturous thoughts that come in your mind to tell you that you're worthless, that you don't, even to the extent to where these thoughts are telling you to delete yourself. You have to learn how to mentally battle those things right back, but you're not being told that. What you're being told, take this medication because it's going to make you feel good, to make you think that you're right and you're okay when you're not. With that being said, folks, make sure you hit that like button right now. There's 118 people in here. Oh, y'all the likes are up. The likes are up. So the likes are up, and I really appreciate you guys being in here doing that. And with that being said, don't forget, double check that you are subscribed to the channel. If there's anybody out there that you guys feel can benefit from this video, listen to me when I tell y'all this. I'm telling you, you're going to help some. If you want to help somebody, have them. You guys all have a phone in your hand right now. Most of y'all all have a cell phone. There's a good chance it is close to you right now. You can take that phone and tell those people who are dealing with these things, hey, there's this guy that wants to talk to you guys is of this community, and he wants to let you guys know something. Tell them to watch the don't tell them, hey, no, don't give them no, don't tell them, hey, no, what he's doing. No, tell them to watch this video. You share this video with them and have them watch it, because only reason I'm telling y'all that, it's a good chance that anybody that's of the alphabet community is dealing with this, because if 82% of them have contemplated it and 40% of them have attempted it, trust me when I tell you, some of them are going to benefit from this video. Trust me when I tell you. So you can just call them and tell them, hey, check out Modern Renaissance Man, this video that he just did. If you are trying to get a hold of somebody in your family that might be like this. Now, I'm not telling you to, I'm only going to do it because of LGBTQ. No. I'm not telling you to get a hold of them because they are, a part of that community. I'm only telling you to get a hold of them and to make sure that they're okay. That's what I'm saying. Get a hold of them and let them know about this video, just so you can at least know that they're okay and they're not thinking about self-deletion. That's what we're doing this for. When you do that right there, you're going to display to that person that you actually really do care about them, that you really do love them, that you don't want nothing to happen to them. That's where it all is going to come from, ladies and gentlemen. And when they see that that you are concerned about them, to them, that's a sense of, oh, this person must really care about me, and they must really love me, because they don't want me to self-delete, because they told me to watch this video to make sure that I was okay and not thinking about this. Now, you're going to have some, I'm okay, I don't need to watch that video, I'm not thinking about no suicide. And okay, well, good. I just wanted to make sure that you wasn't. But 82%, that's a high number. I'm glad that you're not a part of that 12. That's what I mean, I'm glad you're not part of that 18%. I'm glad that you are a part of the 18%, is what I'm saying. So you guys all have a phone to let somebody know about this channel. They can subscribe to the channel, check out this video. They may not like anything else I do on my channel. That's completely fine. But at least you guys let them know. So y'all have a cell phone, let somebody know. And on top of that, with your cell phone, if there's anybody that you know that's in your contacts that can definitely benefit from this channel, let them know about this channel. And again, right down there, your generous donations are best sent to that Cash App right there. If you guys send something to the Cash App that says the money sign Modern Renaissance Man, if you guys send something there, thank you. If you don't send nothing there, thank you. Me getting a thumbs up from you guys, or you guys clicking that like button, is good enough for me. I don't need nobody's money, but you guys always want to be generous and just donate for the time I took out to do this, etc., etc. That's what y'all told me. I'm just reiterating it back to you. So, folks, with that being said, y'all all know how I end my videos. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, and I hope and pray that every last one of you guys, what do I say? Y'all should know this. I'm just messing with y'all. I hope and pray that every last one of you guys have food, shelter, and clothing. And most of all, I hope and pray that every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.